Hi everyone, it's Vicky here and I'm designing today with the Hip Kit Club August kits. My assignment today is to follow the mood board which has been put together by Elsie, and you can see there's lots of florals on there, and in the top left there's something that sort of curvy colourful lines which I think of as a rainbow. I have an added assignment, and that's to add colourful thread to my background. So I've pulled out some threads that match the florals from the Truly Grateful collection that's in the kit from Paige Evans, and I'm going to sew a rainbow directly onto my background. I was a bit scared because it's a whole piece of pattern paper, and I was worried that I might sort of do something wrong and make a mess of it, but I'm going in. So I chose this fabulous dark blue from Vicki, and on the other side is that great colourful hexagon pattern, and I used that on another layout, so I want to use the other side for this layout. And what I'm doing here is I'm just sketching out some lines for the rainbow. So I started by drawing around a big roll of tape, and then I've just got one, that gave me one semicircle, and now I'm just freehanding the rest. So this will just help me sew them. And actually, as it turns out, I don't follow the lines really. What I do is I sew the largest one, and then I just sort of freestyle it going through, just because it actually felt easier than trying to follow the lines. But you can see roughly where I'm going to put the rainbow, and the pencil does show. It's just it was easier, I think, just to freehand it once I was sewing. Okay, so I'll just show that to the camera in a minute. I think you can kind of see it because it's pencil on there. It sort of, there's a reflection. There we go. So there we have it. I've now sewn it, and I'm not too worried that the ends aren't straight because I'm going to have something at the bottom of the rainbow each side. But it turned out much better than I hoped. I only had a couple of mishaps with my sewing machine, but it didn't ruin the paper, so I was relieved. So as I said, with the mood board, there were lots of florals on there, so that works well because there are lots of florals in the kit. That I just cut was one of the Project Life cards, which was really cute, and I've seen quite a few people use it full length, but I decided just to use it as it was a rainbow as a back for my photo. I've also got the pretty little studio frame in there, part of one, and that yellow is also from a Project Life kit. I've just torn a piece to go down the edge. There we go. So just to add a bit of colour and interest around the photo. So I'm just loading up the florals, and I'm now looking at these white pretty little studio die cuts. So they're all completely white, so you can colour them to how you like them. So put some clear gesso on them, just because I'm going to put some paint on them. And actually I didn't put the paint very well on this dotty piece, and I don't end up using it, but I paint it anyway, and I left it in there so you could see. The paint actually soaked right through to the paper and didn't work very well. Okay, so I am now drying that gesso so that I can put the paint on. I'm always too impatient to wait for these things to dry naturally. So I coat everything with water, and then just dip my brush into the pigment powder and the Lindy's Magicals that we have in. So the three colours we have are Golden Sleigh Bells, Teapot Purple, and Rambling Rose Pink. And I actually use all three here. I don't know what happened with that. That yellow went weird because there seemed to be a bit of blue that came out of it, which was kind of strange. And you do get different tones in these Magicals, but it was just a big solid lump of blue. Strange. Anyway, so on the happy I mixed the yellow and the pink, and on the hello I mixed the purple and the pink. So those are the two I'm going to use on the layout. I tried ripping that piece in half and thinking about using it, but it didn't really work, so it didn't get used. And I'm just drying them again with my impatience head on. So there we go. So I'm putting happy there, and I'm putting hello next to the picture. So this is where I start to assemble, and I don't want to have those white outlines on the flowers. I just think it's far too stark against the dark background. I very rarely use a dark background, so this is very new to me, But I really love how it turned out, and I will definitely do it again. So there we go, all flowers without white borders. The ones under the photos I did the same too. I'm also just cutting out one little set of these green leaves here from this picture. There's quite a lot of green in the photo, so I wanted to make sure that there was green around in the embellishments as well. Okay. So I think I'm going to assemble, and I'm putting some foam pad on the happy here, just to raise it off the page for a bit of added dimension. And the flowers on top, I'm just going to stick to it, and then I'm going to put the put some other flowers just around underneath, like that. And then all of the flowers around the photo I have left flat, but I have put foam behind the photo itself. And I stuck the tag at the top, the hello tag, to the underneath of the photo. So that's sort of sticking off the page, but I didn't want to put anything underneath it. There's not much room to put something underneath it, but it didn't really need to. So here we go, sticking down. The colours just pop beautifully off of this blue. I don't know why I don't do more dark backgrounds, because I love the effect. Oh, fixing my ATG gun. I think I need some new tape soon. I should order some while I think about it. Sorry, I digress. I'm back onto here, just putting in that other half of that green flower. I just thought I would use it up in there. And that's one of the Vicki vellum butterflies. I'm just putting up there. And then I toy with the title together. And actually, I really like it looking at it there, but I wasn't feeling it when I put it in. So I decided to go with right now instead. And I play around with that a little bit, and the positioning of it. And then I finally get it how I like it. So the title now is Happy Right Now, which I really like. And then I've just got some of these enamel puffy dots to stick on in all the different colours that are in the collection. Those are also from the Truly Grateful collection. And finally, I decided to do some white splatters. Now, my white splatters actually turn into a little bit of a mess. This is just white acrylic paint, and I splatter them too close, and they just look strange. I'm not really happy with them, but they do stand out nicely, so I'm going to let it fly. There's the final layout. I hope you enjoyed that, and hope it gives you some inspiration. Please do check out the mood board on the website, and as I said, it was at the beginning of this video. So thanks for watching. This has been Vicky for Hip Kit Club. Until next time, bye bye.